Nkkf. Welcome to this evening's session of Nkkf Karate TV. I'm Hanshi Bill Woodard, and this evening I'm going to address one of our young competitors. Okay, we just had the first event back in person since COVID hit. So, team went and competed. Everyone placed, most with gold medals. I think everyone took at least one gold. Well, one of my young ladies, I'm so proud of, usually over the years wins. Now her goal is to be on the national team. She just received her probationary black belt and she's going for a full black belt. And I encouraged her this year to compete in the advanced division, the black belt division. Well, her first event in forms, in kata, she placed with the bronze medal. She was a little bit disappointed about that bronze medal. But on the contrary, she should have been very excited about that bronze medal. This young lady trains with me personally and has moved up rather quickly. But because of her skill level, I wanted her to compete at the highest standard. And if she's wanting to be on the US AAU national team, then she needs to go against tough competition. It's not the kata that you perform in competition to an extent. It's the way that that form is done. So if you perform at an intermediate level, you can expect to be judged at that level. When you practice, this is how your performance will turn out. When you do your kata in practice, do it slow and precise, making each movement judgmental by yourself. So when you're in a stance, look at your stance. Make sure everything is straight as your instructor has taught you. It's never good enough. We strive for excellence, very rarely achieved. Now when you're doing your form and you don't place in the position that you had hoped that you're placing, look at those who did. You got a bronze medal this time. Look at who won the gold. How did she perform differently than you? Was her stances deeper? Did she have more spirit behind her form? Was there more power behind her technique? Did she have soft and hard techniques or slow and fast? What were her pauses like? As humans, we are constantly learning. As martial artists, we have to always watch those who are above us. And then we pass that knowledge on to our juniors so they can take our place one day. So when you're doing your technique in practice, that's where this all comes together for competition. Now, competition isn't everything, but I know it's an exciting part of what we do. Now, the message that came to me was asking me, should you do Kasoken Dai again or Nkkf Po? Now, Nkkf Po is the form that you had recently learned. Take the form that you feel most comfortable with, that you enjoy doing the most, and practice it. 10 times a day, every day. Now you have another competition coming up here at the end of this month. Don't wait till the day before competition to start preparing for it. Do the kobudo that you're going to do in competition. Do the form that you're going to perform in competition. And then practice your timing and your kumite. Your kata will help you with your fluidity, but nothing can help you in kumite timing other than the partner. Do your best. Be proud of your performance. Boos. Now our continuing kata series that we've been performing over the past several months continues on the story from Okinawa and through the different schools. Along the way, in the early 1900s, white crane came into view. The white crane katas were passed along from the Chinese, possibly Gokkenki, to several of the Okinawan masters. And these are still passed along today. Today I'll perform my version of the kata hakucho. There are several different versions. I'm going to perform today the way that I was taught to do this form. Hakucho. Now there's several different versions of hakucho, all basically the same form. They're just performed slightly different. Some end not on spot and 2 or 3 steps forward. In hakucho, from our beginning move, it loads. The hand comes under as it does its block in crane stance. It pulls in, 1 knuckle punch, block, step down. The knee comes navel height. As the knee comes up, it sets down in the cat stance. It loads. 1 knuckle punch, block. Third motion, knee comes high, sets down in the cat stance. It's done slow. Snap on the punch, snap on the block. In and forward, blocks the kick, blocks the punch, strikes. In and forward, blocks the kick, blocks the punch, strikes. Slides in, open its wings, load. Strike, block, strike. Third one, block the kick, block the punch. Stepping back, block the kick, block the punch. Stepping back, finish. Heels.
Good evening. Konbanwa. Today we're going to be going through another white crane kata in a two-part series. We'll be teaching the first half of the kata because the moves are kind of complex. And then on Friday, we'll be finishing the kata, so make sure you tune back in. Today we're going through a kata called paparin. Paparin is an Okinawan kata derived from China, and it's a white crane kata, one of the 3 or 4 white crane katas that we do in Shitoru. And I think you're going to really enjoy it. So we'll do the kata slowly, and we'll explain what the moves are doing, and then we'll demonstrate quickly and from a couple different angles. Let's begin. Put it in. Diversion. Pulling back, heels out, press, tension. Stepping up, sanshin, kamai. Kakiteki. Quick pull, step, spear, block. Kamai. Quick pull, spear, block. Third time, kamai. Quick pull, spear, freeze. Shuto. Double block. Step, spear. Shuto. Double block, step, spear. Step back, come on. Stepping back, backhand block, palm. Backhand block, palm. Stepping up, each knee. Stepping forward, kakite ichi. Stepping forward, kakite knee. Stepping forward, backhand block. Get 1, 2. Sorry, front stance. So, each. Step forward, press, spear, 1 knuckle punch. Kia. Okay, now let's go through it again. I'll put it in. Sunny. Your. Tension in the legs, step 1. Fist, right fist, left palm. Pull. Press. Knee. Sun. Knee. 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 Sun. Knee. Sun. Knee. 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 Forward, knee. Sun. Shoot. Go. Okay, that is the first half from the rear. Put it in. Number 45. Lower yourself down and up. Step 2, pull. Hold. Knee, sun, knee, Pass it to. Got it. Forward. Okay, and one more time from the rear. So you can follow along. Hey. On the 45. Right foot, left foot. Come on. Hold. Heels, press. Punch. So your heel, same time you make your technique. And then this is what gives you stability and power for your techniques. And you'll notice when I do my spears, you'll see the heel go into the floor. Here, two. Here's the difference. Just here. Now, ready? Bam. And it's more stable because you're moving forward. Okay. That's number 2. Number 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Finally. Now step back. Step back. Now this is just a load, right? So when you're here, block. This is just so you can load, right? Block. 2, 1, 2. But when you do it quickly, it's gonna be block, 2. So no, like 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2. Okay, so here, step, function, each. So grabbing each, then load. Stepping forward. Grab each. Forward. Step forward. First 2, grab. Grab. Third, open block. Like in Anon. Backing block. Number 3. Each. Knee. Okay, so now we'll do it one time quickly. This kata is great for stability training. Make sure you're keeping like your mind on where your weight is at in this kata for the stances. Okay? Same thing with this knuckle punch. It's a kosudachi. So knee, one fist knee from the knee. Zenkutsudachi, kosudachi. So you're not relying on your gi to make a percussive sound. You're not slapping into the gi. Hand pulls under the elbow. So this will make a percussive sound by nature with the force of the punch. But here's the difference from here to here. Add the stability of the foot. And this will stop you from wobbling in stances like this as well. When you do just placing it, you kind of wobble, but by activating your muscle group already with the force into the floor, you're ensuring stability. Boom. You're pressing with your feet into the mat. Okay, so next part of the kata. Okay, and one time super slow, and then we'll be finishing Paparuin kata on Friday's lesson. Here we go. So if you're confused on what this move is doing, block 1, block 2. So this is your breaking it down into 3 moves. Sweeping block, wrist rising block, wrist rising block. Ich, ni, san. Ich, ni, san. This is a technique that we use against a knife slash. Blocking the knife as it comes in, out of the way, striking into the meridian nerve or behind the elbow, or the second one, and third one as you grab, breaking the arm. Ich, ni, san, right? Moving the opponent's block, or opponent's strike, disarming the opponent, striking into the arm. Third one would be grabbing down on top of the arm and striking behind the elbow. So as the punch or the knife comes in, it's disarming, and then full spear hand into the ribs. Between each of your ribs, there's a nerve, which is your intercostal nerves that run between each single rib. So this technique, when you're spearing into the opponent in modern day times, our fingers are not quite as strong unless you training as they were for some of the Chinese masters that created these forms. So what they would do to strengthen their fingers is they would take pots of gravel and they would strike their Nkkf into that gravel to strengthen their fingertips, often deforming their hands. And then they would move to a finer grain sand each time, from the toughest to the finest grain into sand, to kind of toughen those fingers, right? So this move, seeming unpractical now, in that time period was very devastating into the soft tissues underneath the arms. After disarming your opponent out of the way, going straight into the soft opening. So we are at kamae. To the side, diagonal, back, pop, back, pump. Stepping in and up. Each knee. Each grab. Knee grab. San, backhand block. 1, 2. Kind of like super impe. Stepping forward, push, and 1, 2. So you will take a small half step as you make this move. Until next time, oyasumisai.
Thanks for joining us this evening. It's been my pleasure to have you here. Frenchie Colton and I work on our forms and our karate daily. It's not something that you can put on the shelf. It's not something that you can not practice for a month. When you don't practice, it starts slipping away. If you're practicing for health, get up in the morning and do it. Get out in the fresh air and do it. Practice your tensho. Do your deep breathing exercises. Don't be embarrassed about who's around or who might see you. The people you think are looking at you are probably in awe of you anyway and wish that they were there or knew what you knew and were able to do what you do. Have confidence in yourself. You have to love yourself first. For this evening, I'm Hanshi Bill Woodard. Oyasumi no sai. Us.